And tonight we'll see a presentation and then a question. If everybody could mute their microphones, that would be really great. Thank you. Great. So without further ado, I will turn this over to Kelly Chase. Thanks, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our 2021 NBCC College Preview event. Can everybody hear me okay? Jason or Owen? Yes? Okay.
Loud and clear here, Kelly.
Loud and clear.
Okay. All right, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, so we can go to next slide. Again, welcome everyone. So happy to see such a great turnout. On this first slide, you have joined us for the hospitality and tourism presentation this evening. And as you'll see in the middle, we have hospitality and tourism. Under that umbrella, we have the Cook program, which is a one-year program that is delivered at NBCC Moncton. We also have the Culinary Arts Management program, which is a two-year program offered at the St. Andrews campus as well as the Moncton campus. And our one and only throughout all of our campuses is a one-year international travel and tourism program. And in St. Andrews and Moncton is our hotel and restaurant management program. So you'll learn more about each of these programs as we go through the presentation this evening. Next. All right, so up at the top is Kelly Chase. That's me, the one talking. I'm an instructor in the travel and tourism program, as well as the hotel and restaurant management program in St. Andrews. I've been with the college for 18 years. And next, we have Owen Brinson on the call this evening, and he's our coordinating instructor for the Cook and Culinary Arts Management program in Moncton. And we have Jason Blonde on the call, coordinating instructor for Hotel and Restaurant Management Moncton, and you'll be hearing from both of them a little later. Mary Lynn Borsella is our academic chair, our leader, and I'm not sure if she's going to be on the call this evening. Okay, carrying on. So now that you know who we are and who's going to be talking this evening, we would like to hear just a little quick synopsis of who you are. So if you wouldn't mind opening your mic, and maybe what I have jotted most of your names down, so I'll try to call you by name. And if you wouldn't mind opening your mic, if you can, and just tell us your name. If you have a nickname that you prefer, so for example, my name's Kelly, but some people call me Kel, that kind of thing. And also we'd like to know, have you accepted your admission? Have you received a letter from the college, and have you confirmed your spot so that you will be coming to NBCC? And the last one is, do you have any work experience, and what kind of experience is it? So how about we start with Unia? And I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your names properly. I promise I would learn them. So Unia, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. So just if you want to tell us your name, maybe where you're from, and if you have a nickname, and if you've accepted your admission, and about your work experience.
Well, my name is Junia Gali. I'm from Cuba. I was accepted in hotel and restaurant management. And well, right now I'm a photographer. But my dream is the hotel and restaurant management. So in September, I'm going to be with you.
In Moncton?
Yes, Mountain.
September, Moncton. Okay, so you have accepted your admission?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
So do you have any work experience, Yunya?
In the tourism, no, I don't have experience on tourism
But in
or
hotel,
management, hotel management.
okay, but in restaurant?
No.
Nope. Okay. All right. Okay, that's wonderful. Owen or Jason, anything to ask Yunya?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, perfect. All right. So thank you so much, Yunya. How about Eduardo?
Thank
Hello,
you.
Hello.
my name is Eduardo, and I was already accepted for the cook program.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I confirmed my spot yet. I don't know if I went to the end of the confirmation. So as I know, I already confirmed my spot.
Okay. All right. Maybe that's something, Amanda, you could speak to at the end.
International students for confirmation should talk to the international team. And I'll
Okay.
put the email in the chat right now.
Okay, perfect. Eduardo, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil. Wonderful. Okay, thank you. All right, we'll move on to Pamela. Are you there, Pamela? All right, we'll move on to Sheena.
Hello, I'm
Hello.
Sheena Rafaela. You can call me Rafi, and I'm from the Philippines. So first, I was accepted in the tourism in St. Andrews, but then my waitlisted program in Moncton was accepted, so I joined Moncton campus instead with a hospitality management course for 2 years. And
Okay.
then I also accepted this admission and waiting for my papers to be lodged for my visa application. And then for my work experience, I had my international experience in the US way back 2016 for 1 year and then with Hyatt. And then after that, I came back here in the Philippines and had some experiences in the
Okay.
airport, and then what's it called? This CWT. That one is it's like a call center industry.
Carlson
Related.
Wagonly Travel.
Yeah, yeah, that
Okay.
one. And
Okay.
then after that, since it's the pandemic, I got laid off. So right now I'm with the IT company with Insight as a procurement agent. So that's my
Okay.
latest job. Yeah. So it's kind of different industry.
Okay. Well, you have lots of great
Yeah. Yeah.
experience. Okay. Thank you, Sheena. Welcome. All right. Next, we'll go to Benzuela.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Wilbert Banzueta. You can call me Will from for short, and I'm from the Philippines. Uh, I I enrolled at International Travel and Tourism, and right now I'm currently employed for 14 years as ground staff at the airport.
Okay. And have you accepted confirmed your spot?
Yes, ma'am, I already accepted my spot, but I haven't received any confirmation or any email.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Welcome. All right. We'll go to Kate next. Kate. K-H.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Actually, my name is Catherine, but you can call me Kate, and I am from the
Okay.
Philippines as well. So, I already accepted my admission in St. Andrews for fall, September, international travel and tourism.
Okay, great. And so you are accepted. Wonderful.
Yes, I
Okay,
got my LOA already. Mhm.
okay, wonderful. What's your work experience?
I worked at a hotel before as a customer representative in the front office. And before that, I owned just a small time travel and tours as a sole proprietor.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome. All right,
Thank
we'll move
you.
on to Wilbert. Or maybe I made a mistake. Benzuela, is your last name Wilbert?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, maybe I made a mistake. All right, thank you. Tyler?
You can hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, my name's Tyler Rusi. I'm from Dalhousie, New Brunswick. I've accepted my admission, and for work experience, I've done some butchering work, some HMR work, and I work at Subway right now. I have 2 jobs, and I do a little prep and stuff for that, and I'm taking a cook's program in Moncton.
Okay, wonderful. All right, thank you, Tyler. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to Antonio.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, my name is Antonio. Tony is okay. I think it's simple than Antonio. I'm from Mexico. I'm applying for the cook program in Moncton. I received the letter since the last year, but I don't confirm yet my spot. Well, I have to discuss about the illness and the virus and all that stuff.
Okay.
My work experience is it's weird. I've been working in an oil refinery, and in my spare time, as a hobby, I cook for my friends and to vend to sell in the streets. That's my experience in this field.
Okay, super. All right, thank you, Tony. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Malari. Do we have Malari? Not sure if I'm saying that correctly.
Looks like they dropped off the call.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Uriani? No. Joy B?
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
My name is Joy B. You can call me Joy for short.
Nice.
Yeah, I have accepted the admission, but I still have to wait for my study permit as of now.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Philippines.
Okay. And what program?
Culinary Arts Management.
In St. Andrews or Moncton?
Moncton.
Moncton?
Yes.
All right. And do you have work experience?
Yes, I have worked mostly in the hotel industry in the Philippines for 1 year, in Dubai about 5 years, 1 year in
Nice.
Japan, and currently in Saipan as well for right now 1 year.
Exciting. Okay. Thank you, Joy. Welcome.
Thank you.
And Sarah?
Hi, I'm Sarah Rushton. I've accepted my admission, and I'm currently working at Dairy Queen in Woodstock, New Brunswick.
Okay, and you're from Woodstock. And what program, Sarah?
Culinary Arts Management.
Oh, sorry, did I miss that? Okay, wonderful. Okay, thank you, Sarah. Welcome.
Okay.
And Sophie.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Sophie Opre. I've been accepted into the Culinary Arts Management program, and my work experience is I worked at McBun's Bakery doing the mini cakes.
Okay.
I volunteered at the Inspiration Cafe, and I currently work at Pomodori Moncton.
Wonderful. So you're from Moncton, Sophie?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll be going to Moncton for your program?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome. All right,
Thank
let
you.
me see. Who did I miss? Do we have Grace? Or maybe is it Olin? Yeah, it must be Olin.
Hi.
Hi.
Good. My name is Olin Grace. I'm from the Philippines, and
Okay.
I have already been accepted in Moncton. My program is Hotel, Restaurant, and Management.
Okay. And you have
I have work experience. I'm working now at a Korean barbecue restaurant.
Oh, fun. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Olin. Welcome. And who else am I missing? Maybe Tweety?
There's a couple that joined late. Diana.
Diana? Maybe Tweety?
Hi, hello. I'm Tweety
Hi.
Tanaka. I currently live in Japan, but I'm originally from the Philippines. I will be taking culinary arts management in Mountain Campus. I already accepted and confirmed my spot, and also I've already got my study permit approval. With work experience, I don't have experience in culinary arts, but I do love baking and have been baking celebration cakes as a side business. So I look forward to join the culinary arts management program to improve my not just my baking skills but also my cooking skills.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Tweety. We look forward to seeing you. And
me too.
Yentl?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
All right. My name is Yentil. I'm from Jamaica. I have accepted my admission. However, I am pending the study permit. And yes, I do have work experience in the hospitality industry. I accepted my offer for hotel and tourism management. I forgot to mention that. And I've worked in the hotel industry for most of my years. Experience in the front desk, concierge department, weddings department, and of course, I work closely with all the other departments while being there. So, yes, looking forward to coming to Moncton soon.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Okay, if I have missed anyone, please open your mic and talk to us because from what I can see, I think that JP. Are you there, JP?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Peter Falcone Jr. You can call me JP. I am already accepted in Culinary Arts Management program in Moncton campus. My work experience, I working before at Starbucks Coffee. And as of now, during pandemic, I'm already laid off my work and I'm now in the Philippines.
Okay, you are in the Philippines now. Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing you, Peter. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. So if I've missed anyone, please just go ahead and open your mic and talk to us.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Irina. You can call me Irene. I'm from Ukraine. I have accepted the admission in hotel and restaurant management in Moncton for the fall 2021.
Okay. Wonderful.
Thank you. As for working experience, I've got a contract on river cruises, sea chefs.
Nice.
In Germany, yes, we were working around the Europe. And besides, I was a J1 student in the USA, so I was working in the restaurant there.
Awesome.
Basically, all my experience based on hotel and restaurant management.
Nice, nice. Okay, well, great. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you. Same.
Okay, anybody else I've missed?
Kelly, we have a hand up from Mirna.
Mirna. Okay, Mirna.
Okay.
Mirna, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay, okay. My name is Mirna Meyer, and I have been accepted in Cook for fall 2021 in Moncton, but I am waiting for my study permit that is a little late in this moment for me. And I have work experience, yes, because I am 42 years old.
Okay.
And in this moment, I'm working in a company as a business development director.
Okay.
And in Cook, my mother had for 20 years, almost 27 years, a catering company.
Oh,
in
nice.
my country. Yeah, in my country. I am from Santa Marta, Colombia.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, she finished her business because of the pandemic times 6 months ago, but I used to help her when I was younger, and I live in Santa Marta because now I live in Barranquilla since a big time. And I had a small business that was no catering. It was like a delivery burger 3 years ago. And that is my experience in Cook.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Mirna.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll look forward to seeing you. Okay, have I missed anyone else?
We've got a hand up from Pamela.
Pamela? Are you there, Pamela? Pamela? Anything in chat? No?
And we also have a hand up from Natalia.
Natalia, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Hello.
My name is Natalia, but you can call me Nati. It's okay. I was already accepted in hotel and restaurant management in Moncton this year. And I already have my student permit too. About work experience, actually, I will start. It's new for me because I'm actually a nutritionist here in Brazil. I'm from Brazil. So I want to change, to do something different, and I'm really excited to start the program this year.
All right, we're excited too. Thank you. All right, welcome. Anybody else? Pamela, are you there? All right, do you think, Owen, we're good to keep going? Jason, I mean,
Yep.
Owen, Jason?
Yep, we are good to keep going. I'll just, for 1 second, Kelly, did you see that note about upcoming?
Hang on. Okay.
I'll just let everyone know we have a couple interactive things coming up, but this is a rather large group. So we're going to ask you to use the chat when we ask you some questions coming up, just to save a little bit of time. So in a few minutes, when we start asking you some questions, please use your chat to put in your responses.
Okay. All right, so we're ready. Okay, so let's talk about this exciting industry. The hospitality industry is one of the largest employers in the world, and how exciting that you are going to join this industry. It employs approximately 1 in every 11 people. So our programs at NBCC prepare students for rewarding careers in hotels and restaurants, but the skills also go well beyond into other industries. Like, imagine an exciting career on a cruise ship. Maybe you prefer to work in healthcare. You could work in assisted living, institutional food service, private clubs, arena management, catering, and so much more. So this industry is much more than entry positions. There are only 3 athletes that are billionaires. The richest, Vince McMahon and Michael Jordan, are worth around $2 billion. There are many billionaires in the hospitality industry, with the richest, the late Sheldon Adelson, worth over $35 billion. Maybe you might recognize the names Hilton and Marriott. Okay. So we would be remiss tonight if we didn't talk about recovery of the hospitality and tourism industry, recovery of our entire global economy due to COVID-19. So our economy has already changed. It continues to change. I know we all wish we would have a crystal ball so that we could see when things are going to get back to normal or a new normal. But we do know that once that happens, people always will have a desire to travel, maybe not immediately, but the desire is just put on hold right now. It's delayed. The desire hasn't been removed. I know a lot of people are really excited, waiting patiently to be able to take that next trip. So historically, a tourism downturn is followed by a period of tremendous growth. So that's the positive. That's the excitement we're waiting for. So this time, many current leaders are being forced to find other careers. The result of this is a chance for rapid career advancement in 2 to 3 years as the recovery accelerates. Okay. So here we go. We want to ask you to write in the chat, would you rather 1 free pair of first class airline tickets every year for the rest of your life, or would you rather have a free 2-week stay at a 5-star hotel or resort every year?
Yeah. Feel free to type in your answer to the chat. There you go.
Okay, so while they're typing in their answers, I'll go ahead and say out loud, I would definitely take the 5-star hotel or resort every year. I don't need to travel anywhere to get to some great resorts. And that airline ticket, I still got to spend a lot of money once I get there. So I'll take the free 2-week stay.
I think you're not alone, Owen. I see a lot of people. Jason, why do I keep calling you Owen? Okay, I see a lot of people here. Free 2-week stay, free 2-week stay. Yeah, that sounds like a good option for sure.
All right.
All right, thank you. Okay, so moving on, International Travel and Tourism Program. I know a few of you said that this was the program that you were coming to in September, and this is one of the programs that I teach in and I'm very passionate about. The travel and tourism industry, it's an exciting and rewarding career, and I'm thankful to say I've had about 39 years of that career so far. It offers you so many unique opportunities and options for employment. So our program offered at NBCC St. Andrews isn't like any other travel and tourism program. Most of the other travel and tourism programs offer a package tour once a year, same place, same time every year. It's pre-booked. The students don't really have much to do with the planning of it. This is it. This is where we're going. Our program is different and unique from all those other programs in that we have an innovative program that sees you as the students researching, developing, and facilitating a tour of your own design. So you choose it, you research it, you develop it, and you actually go on the trip and you're the tour leader. So you'll also gain marketing and sales skills while developing tourism destination products in many different tourism niches or specialties. You will study geography, culture, attractions of the world, as well as making connections with industry partners and gain practical work experience in your field of choice. Did you click the sound button, Jason? For the next slide. No. No sound. Just while Jason's getting this video ready, this is a video of one of our travel and tourism classes that went to Amsterdam, and this is a short video just showing what they did.
You can travel. We will guide you. NBCC International Travel and Tourism students research, plan, and deliver a tour of a choice destination for their capstone project. Join us now for this year's trip and adventure around one of Europe's most visited regions, the Netherlands. Meet Liz, your tour leader for day one. Hello, Amsterdam. There is no better way to see Amsterdam than on a double-decker, hop-on, hop-off bus. See Amsterdam's top attractions on this comprehensive sightseeing tour. Tour leader Liz has also arranged for you to sail along Amsterdam's stunning canals at twilight and enjoy a delicious pizza as you cruise. This evening tour is the perfect introduction to Amsterdam and great fun for all. Meet Laura, your tour leader for day two. Royalty, food, and flowers. Today you visit the Royal Palace, built in the 17th century as a city hall during the Dutch Golden Age. Later in the day you discover Amsterdam's culinary history on a 2-hour food walking tour. Sample much-loved local dishes, sit down in a leading city cheese shop, and hear about the Dutch spice trade, all while enjoying the beautiful sights of Amsterdam's flower and tulip season. Meet Cassie, your tour leader for day 3, the historical journey. Start your day with a visit to the Anne Frank House. Next, tour leader Cassie takes you to visit the Rijksmuseum, a national museum dedicated to arts and history in Amsterdam. It has over 8,000 objects of art and history from the years 1200 to 2000. Meet Sam, your tour leader for day 4, Holland in one day. Experience the best of the Netherlands in one day on this sightseeing tour from Amsterdam. Visit the city of Rotterdam. Admire famous Delft pottery in Delft. See where the Dutch government is located in The Hague, and marvel at the miniature city of Rotterdam. Meet Jade, your tour leader for day 5. Luxury at its best. Today you visit the Waldorf Astoria, boasting a historical exterior comprising 6 monumental 17th and 18th century double-front canal palaces, and featuring a unique grand staircase built by the architect Louis XIV Daniel Merritt. The Waldorf Astoria Amsterdam Hotel offers sophisticated comfort and unparalleled service in a setting characterized by a long, rich history. Meet Jess, your tour leader for day 6. Must-sees of Holland. Today you will leave Amsterdam behind for a half-day tour to see the famous Zandschans windmills. Explore the quaint fishing villages of Volendam and Marken with a tasting stop at a traditional Dutch cheese farm and a visit with a wooden shoemaker. You will end your day seeing the stars of sport, art, history, and pop culture at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. Meet Danica, your tour leader for Day 7, a trip back in time. Your morning starts with a visit to Holland's most popular street market. Since 1905, the Albert Kuip fascinates Amsterdam's inhabitants, as well as culinary amateurs, passers-by, or people looking for a bargain. Next, visit Castle Merderslot, the most beautiful and best-kept medieval castle in the Netherlands. To learn more about our international travel and tourism program, visit nbcc.ca.
Okay, so that just gives you a bit of a taste of what really happens on the tour that the students lead, and each of those people were students from the program. So what is the difference in our program? I already mentioned that we are unique in that we don't take you on a package trip. You actually do the research and the planning yourselves based on your own motivations, needs, and expectations of what a tour should be. So you choose the destination. Also, you would have GDS training, Global Distribution System training. So that's an airline reservation system that you'd learn. You also have the option of studying from a location of your choice. So you could be a completely online student and never actually walk in the door of our campus, or you can come to our campus and attend classes at our college. All right. Pardon me. Okay, so some of the courses, you would take tour leadership. So you would learn how to lead and manage tours. You would learn how to design tours, meeting and conference planning, planes, trains, and automobiles. So reservation systems for planes, the airline industry, the trains of the world, automobiles, geography, world culture, the tourism industry, accommodations, cruises, and tours. Sustainable tourism development. Our foundational courses would be communications, applied writing skills, employment skills, work safely, customer service, and then of course the capstone course at the end would be the trip. And all right, what does it cost? Well, of course, you have your tuition that you have to pay. Beyond that, our textbooks are fairly inexpensive. It would probably be a maximum $300 for the year. You would have to have a passport because if COVID cooperates with us, we are actually able to go on an international trip. You need to have a passport. Any of you that are international students would need to have the proper visa to travel wherever we are going. The trip itself is a $2,500 trip fee that is due by the 1st of October. We look at that as a deposit because we don't know from one year to the next where the trip is going to be. Could end up the trip is $1,000 and you get $1,500 back. The trip could be $2,000 and you get $500 back. So we refer to that as a trip deposit. Okay, moving on. All right, so as you can see, this is not your typical classroom. Yes, we do have classroom work, we have online work, we have assignments, we have theory, all of those things, but in the end, all turns into this beautiful experience that you have worked on, researched, and created, and that you get to lead. So in the top left, this is a picture of students probably 4 years ago in Scotland. I'm on the end. It's in front of the Edinburgh Castle. Then in the top right hand corner, this is a picture of the students on their their luxury day, we call it. So they took a tour of the Ritz in Grand Cayman, and then the picture at the bottom is the students in Paris. So, you know, I have a million more pictures just like that in different places in the world. But that is the end, I think, of my part of the presentation. Maybe not quite. Okay, would you rather? Tell us in the chat, would you rather eat pizza every day for the rest of your life or never be able to eat pizza again? I think that's an easy one.
I think I'd have to go with eat pizza every day for the rest of my life because I have there's lots of variety of pizza and it's only one meal a day. It's not 3 meals a day. So I don't think I could not eat pizza again. Funny story, I had pizza for lunch today.
You're lucky. I shouldn't say that I had lunch in the dining room. Pizza every day minus the weight. Yeah, that's a good one. Never be able to eat pizza again.
Oh,
interesting. All right. So I pass on the torch to Owen.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Owen Brinson. I'm a chef instructor and coordinating instructor for the cook and culinary programs in Moncton, New Brunswick. Really glad to see a good representation of cook and CAM programs tonight. We call it CAM as a short for Culinary Arts Management, if I use the abbreviation. So you may ask yourself, what's the difference between cooking and culinary arts management? Well, Cook program is a 1-year program. We focus on introductory courses, a lot of practical, about 70% practical, 30% theory. It's also known as the pre-employment program, and we expose you to every kitchen environment that we can think of to try to prepare you for the real world. So when you leave here after 1 year, you're ready to hit the ground running in the kitchen of your choosing. So we'll cover all aspects of baking, breakfast production, banquet production, some cold foods, short order cooking, line cooking. So what that'll do is throughout the year, we'll try to figure out what route you want to go. Are you a morning person? Do you like getting up early and you want a bake? Then maybe that's the path we can set you on once you graduate. Are you a night person? That was me. I loved working evenings. I loved the rush of working in a restaurant, working with the team, cooking for anywhere from 100 to 200 guests, always changing. Menu always changing, high energy. Again, if you like that, that's an avenue for you that once you graduate, we can set you up in a hotel or a restaurant that serves evening service. So that's what we kind of do in the cook program. On the culinary arts management program, the first year is really similar to the first year cook program. The only difference being we will introduce more management concepts like scheduling, a little more in-depth menu writing, and food costing. In your second year of culinary arts management is where we get into more specifics. So we do advanced courses. In the first year, you do introduction to baking and pastry techniques. In the second year, we do advanced baking, advanced specialty cakes, specialty pastries, some laminated doughs and croissants and so forth. We'll also get into more management courses like a kitchen and the design course where you will create your own kitchen using a computer program. We'll talk about health and safety standards of what's needed in each kitchen to prepare you for after graduation. You're not ready for a management role, but you're prepared the concepts and you'll be a lot more comfortable in that setting and knowledgeable as well. You'll also do a lot more fine dining and in your second year, especially as well. So and you'll get into more service aspects. So that's the main difference between the two programs. Next slide, Jason. Learning activities for both programs are really similar. We have 5 kitchens in our Moncton campus. One is one really large kitchen, the central kitchen, broken up into 3 sections. We also have a kitchen lab and a pastry shop. and everyone will rotate through each kitchen depending on what course they're taking. Events throughout the year, we have a cook's cafe in which we do lunches in a, it's called the 1234 dining room. That's our address here on Mountain Road, 1234 Mountain Road. So we've got a real live restaurant where you can serve 40 to 60 live guests from off the street that come into our restaurant, and you'll be cooking lunches for them in our restaurant operations. And students will have some input, especially in the second year, on writing the menus, preparing the food, and executing those menus in service style. For practical testing, we use our practical learning labs. You'll be tested on baking, stock soups and sauces, and your year end of year one, every student writes and creates a 4-course menu where you'll be given 4 hours to produce an appetizer, a soup, a main course, and a dessert. And then you will present it to your chefs in a timely manner. You'll be graded on it. It's a lot of fun, challenging, but a lot of fun. And all these dishes you see here, sorry, Jason, if you can go back. All the pictures that you see here are all dishes that students created and written by the chef instructors. I think, Jason's, your favorite was the calamari down on the bottom right, was it not? Yep. Excellent. All right, next slide. So some sample courses, practical and theory. We've got principles of cooking, the concepts of heat, transfer of heat. We do baking, food production. Of course, we'll use in our restaurants, and garde-manger, cold food setup, ready to eat foods that you'll prepare. We have foundation courses, which are done throughout all of our programs. We have 2 communication courses, essential employment skills and interpersonal communication. Communication is very important between front of house and back of house, and working with your colleagues as well as with your chef, very important. Math and food costing, don't get scared about the math aspect. It's not algebra in the cook program and culinary arts management program, but it is kitchen math. So measuring ingredients, transferring recipes, converting recipes for different amounts and different sizes. Kitchen operations and Work Safe New Brunswick is a course that we work safely that we all do every program, whether you're a carpenter or in business administration or in the cook program. It's all about the health and safety legislation in the province of New Brunswick. Lastly, we have certifications. So these are all certifications that you will have a card or diploma for, that once you leave here, there's with you to keep. For up to some are good for life, other are good for like 5 years. So you'll have a food safety certification when you apply for a job. It's very valuable. An employer will say, have you got your food safety training? It's a national food safety training accredited course. You'll have a little card and say, yes, I'm food safety certified. So in a lot of restaurants and hotels, there has to be so many people that are food safety certified. You do this course, you will get that certification. Next question, next slide. Costs for the cook program. It's a little different between cook and culinary arts. Uniforms are the same price, same uniforms. You'll have 3 chef jackets, 2 pairs of pants and 2 hats and 3 aprons. Safety shoes are required. They're up to $100. You'll buy those yourself. They need to be non-slip and oil resistant. Your knife kit we have on sale here is everything that you need. $450 may seem expensive, but these knives are commercial grade knives. You will have them for the rest of your life if you take care of them. I was a student here at this program 16 years ago. I still have all of my knives from when I started here. So if you take care of it, it'll last. You may need a new bag after 10 or 15 years, but the knives will last. Your certifications, as previously discussed, the National Food Safety Training, your WMIS training, Workplace Hazardous Materials Information Systems. Those are all national accreditations. So for those 3 courses, it costs $140 over and above to receive your certification. And again, with the textbooks, for the cook program, there's 1 textbook. It's right there, Professional Cooking. In culinary arts management, you'll need 3 textbooks, baking, professional baking, garde-manger, and professional cooking. But you have those textbooks for the full 2 years. So that's why culinary arts management has their textbook total is $500, not $300. Next slide. So not your typical classroom. We're in a kitchen in the dining room setting. Here at NBCC, we do a lot of fun events. Events we've done here in Moncton in the past as the Wine Expo, which is so far looks like it's going to be a go for October, in which we have a large coliseum with a lot of people tasting wines, and NBC sets up a table and we'll do some foods a la minute for guests to help feed them while they consume some wines. Great for the students, great for the exposure of the program, a lot of fun. We've got a Laubach Literacy Fundraising Dinner. I'll talk about that in another slide coming up. In your capstone, your year-end project for this 2-year program, at the end of the program, you will have to create a menu for 8 to 10 guests in groups of 3 or 4, a little kitchen brigade, and you will have to consult with the guest and create a private dining experience for them as your year-end project. You'll also get to experience fine dining restaurant nights, where we turn our 1, 2, 3, 4 dining room into a lovely dinner experience. Last year we did a tasting menu. It was a 9-course tasting menu. We were averaging 30 to 40 guests a night, and the students work in different sections in the kitchen to produce the meals for those evenings. And as well, we do international cuisine lunches. This is a course you will take in year 2, where you will be given a international cuisine. You will study that cuisine, create your own menu, and then you will execute a lunch service featuring your menu. So there'll be groups of 3 or 4 students that will write the menu and serve that for the week. It's a lot of fun. Very busy, but a lot of fun, and great chef instructors. Next slide. Applied innovation products. So we're very fortunate here at NBCC and the Culinary Arts and Cook program. We sometimes partner with industry to create products or enhance products that are locally available. So down in St. George, there was a farm, Granite Town Farms in southern New Brunswick, that supplied blueberries to our St. Andrews campus, and the students' project was to create a cooking sauce using those blueberries. So the picture on the bottom left are some barbecue sauces and sauces created by the students, designed, packaged designed by the students, and that was presented to our people at Granite Town Farms to see if they wanted to take it to market. Next year, we're looking at doing a beer flavored ice cream project, partnering with the Pump House Brewery. So they've got some interesting beer flavors, and the students will work in one program and create different ice cream flavors using the beer to hopefully they will want to take to market as an expanded opportunity. So it's a great partnership between businesses that and our students to create something new, and it gives students an access to learn and grow in a real life learning environment, and use our equipment to help benefit our community. Next slide. The Robertson Institute for Community Leadership. So this is a course that all students take here at NBCC, whether you're again in carpentry or culinary arts management or the hotel restaurant management. We are part of a community. We're a community college. So community is very important to us, and we want to give back. So what we do is we partner in the culinary arts management, hotel restaurant management, and cook program. In previous years, we've partnered with Laubach Literacy, and they are a nonprofit group which helps tutor adults and need some help in mathematics and reading and write to enhance their reading and writing skills. So it's a great program, and as a fundraiser, we do a charitable dinner for them. We provide the food at cost, and we last year we did a take-home box, a 7-course menu because of COVID. So we sold 120 boxes. and the students were in charge of organizing, preparing, and delivering all of those boxes to those guests. So a great fundraiser event, raised a lot of money for a great cause. Next year, we're hoping to do something in our dining room or in our gymnasium as a function for 120 people. So we'll have a themed evening and hopefully have a real great time for a great cause. Next. All right, so that's it for me. Now, my question is, so Jason, would you rather eat free in restaurants for the rest of your life or get free food delivered for the rest of your life? And everyone, please feel free to fill in the chat.
Well, I would definitely be going with restaurants. I can cook food myself at home pretty well, but I will much prefer going out and having everything served, plus not having to clean up. So that'd definitely be my choice. So please put your comments in chat, but we are going to move on because we are running a little over time right now, but we will stay on for a little while to answer some questions. So I'm going to talk to everyone about the Hotel and Restaurant Management Program, which starts in Moncton in September, but there is also a version of the program that starts every April in St. Andrews. So in our program, we have a lot of different types of learning activities. We do have our dining room where you'll learn to serve in a lot of different styles, from banquet through table service through fine dining. You do a couple of courses in the kitchen, nowhere near as extensive as the cook and culinary arts programs. We serve some banquets, and of course, it is a management program, so there's a lot of time in the classroom. We also have a little course called Business Ventures that I co-teach with the culinary arts students and the hotel students, which is a comprehensive project where you will actually start a small business and operate it on campus. In our program, there are 16 courses that relate to direct hotel and restaurant management. That's rooms division management, human relations, accounting, finance, business law, all that academic classroom-based stuff. You have 8 practical courses. That's in the dining room serving or in the kitchen cooking. You have 3 communications courses. The 2 that the other programs do, as well as an additional course in business writing, your health and safety courses, and 2 practicum courses. And our practicums are designed to run at the end of your first year and beginning of your second year. So if all goes well, you should be able to run right through at one employer from the spring, your option to keep working through the summer, and then you continue working there in September. And in your second year, you don't actually come back till October. We're just getting our results back from the first year doing this, and the majority of our students are being offered full-time positions for this summer because tourism is starting to pick up in New Brunswick. There are some costs, of course. Year 1 textbooks are around $600. Year 2, that number is going to come way down because we are using some more of the Year 1 books into Year 2. So that'll probably be about cut in half by next year. We're still waiting for some final numbers. And we also have uniforms, which is about $300, because you do have a back of house uniform, pretty much identical to what the cooks are going to have, but you also have 2 front of house uniforms, a more casual look during the day of a colored chef coat, but at night it's a dress shirt and tuxedo apron for the more formal service that you complete. So that is a very quick rundown to bring us in on time. So our final would you rather, yes, textbooks are all mandatory because there's activities and things in the textbooks that you have to complete, and a lot of them have codes and things for online materials that are part of the class. So our final would you rather spend a night in a beautiful luxurious hotel room, or would you for some reason want to be outside camping surrounded by beautiful scenery?
Come on, campers.
Is Olin going to be the only one? Oh,
no, I got
one other person
camper.
wants to go camping. Yeah, everybody
Mirna's
wants the hotel. Olin, sorry.
Mirna's going with me.
Yet 1.5. All right. So we will now open everything up to questions. So it is easiest if you type your question into the chat, and then we'll be able to answer the questions for you. And if you have anything you want to reach out to anyone for, there are the email addresses for the three of us. So if you are taking the International Travel and Tourism, there is Kelly's email. For Cook and Culinary Arts, there is Owen's email. And for Hotel and Restaurant Management, there is my email. If you have questions related to admissions or getting your visa, anything like that, though we can't really answer those questions. So you need to email either international@nbcc.ca or admissions@nbcc.ca. The costs for uniforms will be about 2 weeks after classes start. Once everyone gets here, we'll do measurements with everyone and order the uniforms, and they'll be here within about 2 weeks. The textbooks you will need to buy within about the first 2 weeks as well. There are some in hotel and restaurant management books that are older that are for the second year only, and you can put off buying those to the second year. There are some books that you can purchase from prior years, but only a few of them. A lot of the books have online codes, and there's a significant component that you complete online, and so you need a unique code for that. If the book is used, that code has already been used and will not work. So there's online components with a lot of the culinary books, with accounting and everything like that. The knives, yes, it's after your second week. You need to have the knives, and we will be stocking those kits in the bookstore. They're in stock now if you're already in Moncton and you want to go take a look at it.
Yes, so we did have a question on textbooks. Jason from Olin, yes, you must purchase all the textbooks. You cover that. Yes, you need the books at the beginning of the course.
Wilbert, what do you mean by special terms? Do you mean like pay over time or use a credit card or? The bookstore doesn't directly do that. The only thing you'd be able to do is if you're able to get a credit card, you'd be able to pay for them by credit card. But pretty much, let me just check Wilbert.
And he's in international travel and tourism.
So Wilbert, if you want to email Kelly directly, she can talk to you a little bit about that.
And Wilbert, for international travel and tourism, it's really only one book that you're going to need, and we don't usually order it until December because it also has 50 hours of online instruction that you have a special code that Jason was referring to. So we don't usually order it until December. So yeah, you wouldn't have to get it first thing in the fall.
Okay.
Just to throw this in, this is a good time for me to put an email into the chat for people. For all students that are having questions about their tuition or if they can perhaps pay on a payment plan, I will put the email in the chat. You can reach out to financials directly for NBCC. So this is specific to your tuition and fees, but I will put that in the chat. So anybody that has questions about, can I pay, like how do I pay or can I pay over time, just email financials@nbcc.ca. Sorry to interrupt.
Yep. Okay, Sheena, or I believe it was Rafi. As for the quarantine period, the uniforms, we need to measure you for the uniforms so that we get you the right size. So especially with that being the hotel program, because the front of house uniforms, we definitely need to size them fully. So you do want to make sure that you are in Canada 2 weeks before Labor Day so that you can be there during the first week to get measured and start buying things. But it does take about 2 weeks before we get everything in once we order them. The hotel program, it will be blended. So there will be a couple of courses that you're able to do online, but the vast majority will be on campus. And that does change over time. Like at the beginning of the year, it's a little bit more, we're teaching you things to do, so you might be a little bit more online, but then after a few weeks, it's going to be a lot more in-person practical. So it does vary a little bit through the year, but the majority will be on campus for the cook, culinary, and hotel programs.
Yeah, so I think right now we're scheduled to be, there may be some days where you will be like online learning. So for the cook program, traditionally Monday was your online learning day, where we would cover theory online and write your menus and your assignments to come up for the following week. And then you're in the kitchen, and with your schedule could be Tuesday through Friday, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays. It all depends. You'll be given at the beginning of the term what the schedule will be like.
Okay. Sorry, just a bunch of questions popped in really quickly.
Yeah.
Wilbert, as far as the additional year or 2-year program, you need to talk to email admissions at NBCC. We don't have any decision making in that. As far as the quarantine and hotel, that is something that is based on Government of Canada policies. If it was today, then all flights into Canada only land at 4 different airports, and there are specific hotels you need to quarantine in those cities. It will probably change between now and September, but I don't know when, I don't know how. So all I can say is go to the Government of Canada website and monitor it and see what they say. I know within Canada, we are expecting some of our rules to start changing over the next couple of months, but we have no idea what their plans are in terms of international travelers. Visa approvals, if you have any questions or need any help, use that international@nbcc.ca email address.
And the international team does have, we do have Kathleen Cobb, who works with the international team, who works specifically with students on their visa and immigration issues. So when you email international@nbcc.ca, in the subject line, you could put attention Kathleen Cobb, or you could put immigration information.
And she's fantastic.
In terms of how many classes per day, well, that's going to vary. There's going to be a lot of days you're only going to have one class, but it's going to go from 8:30 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon. So you should expect to be in class from 8:30 to 4:30 daily with a lunch break. But that lunch break may not be like 12 to 1, because you might be cooking for the dining room or serving in the dining room, and that's when they want their lunch. So you might be eating a little bit earlier or a little bit later than everyone else. But even on the online days, expect a full day every day. And there will be days that, say we're doing restaurant nights or a community fundraiser event, that instead of 8:30 to 4:30, you might come in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And restaurant nights, you might be getting out at 10:30, 11 p.m., and sometimes later. So expect a full 8-hour day every day, but it does depend on the schedule. It does shift a little bit. And on
it does.
Very rare occasions, there will be a Saturday event like the Wine Expo, but that's, a couple out of the whole 2 years.
And usually if we are here doing an evening function and you're here till 10 or 10:30 or 11, the turnaround time, like you won't have to come back in the next morning. So we'll have a later start time the next day. And that's only usually for a 4 or 5 week period. So it does happen, and it's really fun. But we try to emulate real life work experience as much as possible. To answer Olin's question for cooks, I get all of our cook students and culinary arts management students had no issues finding practicums. People still like to eat, even though a lot of other industries were affected. a real high demand for cook jobs, and now when we're opening back up, really high demand for culinary professionals. It's great. It's a great time to be getting in the industry.
I will tell you, the feedback we're hearing from restaurants, there are some restaurants in town that with DoorDash and Uber Eats and all these delivery services, they're as busy or busier than they were last year. There are restaurants that are saying 70% of their kitchen is putting out delivery orders on top of our dining rooms are currently open. So restaurants are busy. There are maybe a couple restaurants around Moncton area or around New Brunswick that were struggling already that might have closed down, or the owner was close to retirement, decided to retire. But by and large, our restaurants have done quite well and have not been overly impacted. Well, we are in a region that, you know, we're kind of isolated and able to lock down our borders a little bit better than wide open areas, and we have not been affected as much as many regions. But our restaurants have survived very well, and our hotels, although they did have to shed some staff, they're all hiring people back. Almost all of our students on work terms right now are getting offers to stay on.
And we will do some interesting activities with menu engineering and writing menus for the culinary arts management students to make your menus more effective and in a situation like that. So it's very interesting, but we're rebounding really well.
There was a question about hotel oculars or maybe about the hotel trips. We do some tours of some local hotels, and if things go well, we will be bringing back doing a major class trip once a year. That's still kind of in the gray area. And just to be aware, you do in your first year in the hotel, do a program called Applied Housekeeping, and you will be in a hotel cleaning rooms for a week. So you will have sore knees and a sore back and sore arms and sore shoulders, but you will be alongside hotel housekeepers cleaning rooms for a week. Group and individual work is present in all programs. The biggest group project will be if you're in culinary arts or hotel, will be business ventures, because you are basically creating a food service business and operating it for a week. And it's a large-ish group, depending on how many students at the time. It's between about 4 and 7 people per group. And we literally hundreds of people come in a day to eat. It is a very, very intense project. And just about every course has some kind of group work and individual work.
Yeah, so we work on individual skills and individual testing, but when we're in production phase in a restaurant setting or a dining room, it's a lot of group work. You may be an individual leader in charge of 3 people and rotate, like your HR supervision course that you'll do to work on your leadership skills and organization. But it's a really good mix in all of our courses, right, Jason?
Trong, you're asking about August 10th. That should be fine. Again, coordinate with international office of NBCC, but classes don't start till September 7th.
So my calendar's right here. September 7th is our first day orientation. Yes.
So yeah, you should be fine to come in. September 7th is our first day, and we'll start doing measurements probably the next day.
And this is a little simulation of what you'll be wearing for the people in doing cook and culinary arts management. I dressed up tonight.
All right. We do have up to another 15 minutes. We're a little bit over time, but we are available for about another 15 minutes if anyone has any more questions.
As Kelly knows, I can talk all day, right, Kelly? So if you got any questions.
And just so everybody knows, if they didn't see it in the chat, the recording of this session will be available at nbcc.ca by end of day June the 7th. So if you joined us late tonight, or if you feel you missed some spots, it is available after sometime later in the day on June 7th. And this whole session, including right now with the questions, is being recorded.
If anyone is not able to be there for uniforms, what will happen is we will email you the measurement information, and you'll have to get someone to take your measurements, because there's very particular measurements we need to take for sizing the uniforms right. Kelly, there's a question for you.
So on the website, there is a list of accommodations in St. Andrews, and I am told to just ask people to refer to that list. I actually don't live in St. Andrews myself, so I'm not familiar with all of the rentals or even what's available right now. But the best thing to do is refer to the list of available rentals on the website.
Anybody else?
Excuse me just one second, Jason. Wilbert, back to you again. I see you are from the Philippines. I don't know if you follow May on YouTube. She's one of our students that has spent the last couple of years with us, and she's just graduating in June. She has a YouTube channel. We have a few new students with us from Philippines. I don't know if you check out Gili May Eviota. She has a YouTube channel with lots of information. You could maybe even connect with her. Watching May. Okay, wonderful.
In terms of working part-time with schedules, if you are an international student, you are able to have a work visa that allows you to work up to 20 hours per week. And during times that school is on break, you can work 40 hours. So you will have no problem finding work. There's a lot of our students are working either cooks in restaurants and things like that, doing food delivery with DoorDash or Uber, working in hotels in either front desk or housekeeping. Honestly, right now, every hotel and restaurant I know is looking for people right now. It's really ramping up.
What we do for the Cook and Culinary Arts program as well is we have a virtual job board. So whenever I get a job description or a contact, we've got many contacts here and lots of chefs and entrepreneurs, business owners, they contact us. And what we do is we'll put it up on the virtual job board, and then all the students will have access to it. So you should be able to go online once you start. You'll have access to the virtual job board and see what's available for you. There's always lots. Right now, I've got 10 up.
Yeah, and Mirna, let's see, Mirna, again, if you're an international student, if you work Saturday and Sunday, that's going to be 16 hours right there. So you only have 4 hours left you can work. So lots of restaurants are just looking for people to come in at like 5 and work till 8. So that evening rush shift, I would say probably 80 or 90% of our students are working evenings and weekends.
And yes, Antonio, the regular schedule is from 8:30 to 6:30. Sometimes we'll go from 9 until 4:30 or 16:30 as well. Other times when we do breakfast, you may have to be here at 6 a.m. That's usually during a 6-week period. But again, if you start at 6 a.m., we have breakfast ready for 8. We're usually done around 1:30 or 2.
It is no problem if you do not have experience. In terms of restaurants and hotels in Moncton, for back of house positions, you don't need a lot of experience. You don't need a lot of language skills, anything like that. For front of house, especially at small in French and English. So if there's a hotel front desk and they've got 3 people on shift, then it's fine as long as one of them speaks French. But if there's a small hotel with one person at the front desk, then that one person needs to be bilingual French and English. We are in a region where we have 2 official languages in the province. And so there are a lot of French-speaking travelers that will come in, and they need to be able to be served in French. So in a larger place, it's fine as long as some of them speak French. But if you're applying for a very small place, if you're in the back, if you're doing housekeeping or in the kitchen or something like that, that's fine. Pretty much everyone's going to speak English. But if you want to work in a customer service position at a front desk, serving in a restaurant, things like that, they will be looking for French as well. Okay.
Still have a few minutes, folks, if anybody has any more questions that they'd like to type in.
And if we did miss your question, just type it back in. We're trying to keep up with them as they fly by, but sometimes several come in one after another.
Well, I'll just
keep it. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna fill the silence with love to see all the different people from all the different countries as a chef. If you don't have any culinary experience, that's fine. But we love to hear your story, your food, what we can learn from you as much as you'll learn from us. So it's just I'm really glad to see a wide variety of nations.
Tony, we are not quite at normal, but if our current vaccination schedule goes well, the hope is by September, we probably will not have any mask requirements or anything like that. But we will have some things going on. But I will forewarn you, Tony, you're coming from Mexico. So in terms of normal in Moncton, whatever your expectations are for Mexican food, take them way, way, way down. It's not good at all. The best Mexican restaurant in Moncton will probably be your kitchen. And if any of you wish to open a Mexican restaurant when you graduate, I guarantee you my wife and I will be there often.
Me too.
So to answer Eduardo's question, my uniform, yes. So the chefs all have embroidered uniforms, and we have tall white chef hats. I got one here. So these are what the chefs wear to be easily identifiable. I can put it on for if you like. So this is what you'll see me in the kitchen like this. Won't fit over my headset. The students all wear black beanies or chef black hats, and their white coats are plain, so you won't have the embroidery on them.
Couple quick questions that popped up. Hotel and restaurant management, pretty much the same schedule as culinary, so 8:30 to 4:30 most days. 1 to 2 days a week will be online. You will have nothing in French. NBCC is a completely English system. There is actually a separate college system in French called CCNB. All of your education will be in English. If you want to learn French, there's lots of services around, but NBCC does have evening classes available at an additional cost to learn French if you want to.
And I was just going to say too, for everyone, the slide that's on the screen right now, make sure you take down our email addresses, because maybe once this is over tomorrow, the next day, you'll think, gee, I do have a question. Just email like kelly.chase@nbcc.ca, owen.brinson, jason.blonde@nbcc.ca, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. If we don't know the answer, we'll put you in touch with somebody that does know the answer. So don't worry if you don't think of everything tonight. We're as far away as that email address.
Thanks, Kelly. Regarding the cook program, the knife kit. So what we do is the first 2 weeks we do our health and safety courses, which are food safety training. We'll do responsible beverage service and workplace hazardous materials information systems. We do those over the first few weeks and an orientation to the kitchen. Then we will have 1 week of knife skills and practical skills every day. So at the end of that week, you need to have your knife kit. So you'll have up until, I think the deadline is September 24th. You'll need to have your knife kit before we start in-person classes on September 27th.
Okay, we've got about 5 minutes left. Anyone have any more questions? I'm just going to stop sharing the screen. The knife kit is stocked in our bookstore, and you can buy it anytime. They are in stock now, and they do keep them year round. Okay, if there's no more questions, I'm going to hand it over to Amanda to just wrap us up. Who's on mute?
Thank you very much. That was a great presentation. It was really great information for our incoming students. So again, we have about a minute left. If you have any last minute questions, feel free to type them in quickly. And just one more time, this recording will be available by the end of day on June 7th. So don't worry if you missed something, or if you thought, oh no, I wish I remembered that, or took a screenshot of that, you'll still have a chance to be able to do that. So, but I don't see any other questions coming in. So on behalf of everybody at NBCC, we'd like to thank you for joining us tonight. And we're super excited that you're joining our NBCC family this coming fall.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you in a few months.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Take care.
Thank you.